All right, let's talk about a threat that's got cybersecurity experts really, really concerned heading into 2025. And look, this isn't about those big, flashy attacks you see in the news. This is about something far quieter, something that can completely dismantle your digital life one password at a time. Let's get into it. I want you to just picture this for a second. You're at a coffee shop, you hop on your personal laptop, maybe you check your work email really quick. You don't think anything of it. But what you don't see is a tiny, invisible program in the background that has just copied the keys to 47 of your accounts. Your banking, your company's network, yeah, everything. So this is the world of Infostealer malware. And this isn't some fringe threat. We're talking about something Google's own forecast calls one of the most dangerous trends out there. And the reason why is simple. It's a completely silent epidemic. You have no idea you're a victim until it is way, way too late. So what exactly is this stuff? You've probably heard of ransomware, right? It's loud, it locks up your files, it demands money. Infostealers are the complete opposite. They're digital spies. Their entire job is to be invisible, to quietly harvest your most sensitive info while you just keep on using your computer like nothing is wrong. So how does a heist like this actually go down? Let's pull back the curtain and see exactly how your digital life gets scooped up, packaged, and put on the market for the highest bidder. And this is the really surprising part. You don't get hit by some crazy, sophisticated hacking attempt. This malware just hides in plain sight, inside things people download every single day. A cracked version of some popular software, a pirated game, or even a browser extension that looks genuinely helpful. The whole attack really boils down to three simple, sneaky stages. First up is the infection, which again, you never even notice. Then comes the harvesting phase, where the malware just acts like a digital vacuum cleaner, sucking up all kinds of valuable data from your machine. And finally, exfiltration. It bundles all that data up and quietly sends it off to the attacker. And the amount of stuff they get is it's insane. We're talking every single password you've ever conveniently saved in Chrome or Firefox. But honestly, it gets so much worse. They also grab your browser cookies and session tokens. Now, think of those like a digital key that's already in the lock. It lets an attacker just walk right into your accounts without even needing your password. And on top of all that, they're looking for crypto wallets, they're logging what you type, and they're even finding those two-factor authentication backup codes you saved in a text file somewhere. So all of this incredibly sensitive information, basically your entire digital identity, gets packaged into a single file they call a log. And that log, it gets sold on dark web marketplaces. This isn't just random hacking anymore. This is a full-blown commercial operation. It's a business. But here's where it goes from a personal problem to a potential catastrophe. We have to talk about the scale. A single infection on one person's computer doesn't just stop there. It becomes the launchpad for a much, much bigger attack, especially inside a company. And you know why they do it? It's simple. Money. A single person's complete digital identity, a full log, can sell for anywhere from $10 to maybe a few $100s. For the attackers, it's a numbers game. It's low effort, high reward. Your data, it turns out, has a price tag. I mean, just think about the chain reaction here. An employee gets infected on their home computer, and suddenly, it's not just their Netflix account that's gone. The corporate VPN is now wide open. Their admin password for the company network is in the hands of an attacker. That line between personal security and work security, it just completely evaporates. And you want to know the absolute scariest part of all this? Because the malware is completely silent, the damage is already done long before the victim has any clue that something is wrong. Attackers can have free rein for weeks, maybe even months, just quietly poking around networks, stealing more and more data before anyone even thinks to sound an alarm. Okay, that was a lot of doom and gloom, I know. But the good news is you are not helpless here, not at all. So let's pivot to what really matters, your defense plan. There are 4 really powerful steps you can take, starting right now, to shut this threat down. Okay, number 1, stop saving passwords in your browser, period. That is the number 1 target for these attacks. Use a dedicated encrypted password manager instead. 2, use hardware-based two-factor authentication. A physical key, like a YubiKey, can't be copied by malware. A code sent to your phone can. 3, be proactive. Check sites like Have I Been Pwned to see if your info is already floating around from other data breaches. And finally, number 4, segment your access. Just assume that any computer you use for both personal stuff and for work is a potential risk, and try to keep those worlds as separate as possible. So, if you're going to remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. It's really about how we think about security in the first place. I want you to just ask yourself this question and be honest. Think about Chrome's autofill or Firefox's saved logins. How many passwords do you have just sitting in there right now? Because every single one is a target, just waiting to be picked up. At the end of the day, the bottom line is this. Infostealers don't smash through your digital walls with some kind of brute force attack. They get invited in. They walk right through the front door, disguised as something useful or fun. And that, right there, is what makes them one of the most personal and most insidious threats we face today.